everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Nina, and in this video I will show you how I make my clusters. And I usually do specific clusters, okay, on purpose. If I want it structured, I want it simple, I want it, the base garland is already fluffy or with volume, I want it abstract. So at the end of the video, I will show you some of the garlands that I did before using different types of clusters. So, okay. Some of the terminologies that I will use during this whole video are, nowhere to be found because I just made them, okay? I named them as 1 core cluster, 2 core cluster, and 3 core cluster. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Let us start with 1 core cluster. These have 10 balloons in total. First, make 2 quads and a duplet. Twist the 2 quads together, and I made sure that I made a tight core. Then I add the duplet. This cluster is very intact. As you can see, all the nuts are twisted together in one place. The base balloon garland at the end will be fuller, so you can just add 5-inch balloons to make more dimensions. 2 core cluster. I made 2 mini clusters with 6 balloons. That would be 1 quad and a duplet. I tie them together using the neck of the balloon like this. I call them 2 core cluster because they have 2 cores separately, and these 2 mini clusters are just joined together by 1 neck from each mini cluster. 3 core cluster. I made 3 quads and joined them together using a 260, or you can also use fishing line or any tying tool of choice. This is basically the traditional way of making balloon garlands, more structured and less volume, less fluffy. So you have to add mini clusters to create body or form for your garland. Okay, the Misty Rose is a 3 core cluster, the olive green is the 1 core cluster, and the latte is the 2 core cluster. It's hard to tell the difference unless you put them in a garland. 2 core cluster is a bit longer and more loose than other type of clusters, which make it easier to manipulate. 3 core cluster is more intact, but you can still move the balloons around. But with one core cluster, it is almost impossible to manipulate them because it is so tight. So this is a 3-core cluster. As you can see, I can still move it easily. But with the one core cluster, you can move it, but it's pretty hard to manipulate it. As you can see, you can barely see gaps on one core cluster, while the 2 and 3 core clusters, there are visible gaps which you can fix by moving them around or placing filler balloons like 5-inch balloons at the end. Balloons are round, so I think it's inevitable to have those gaps. Okay, as promised, these are some of my work before using different clusters. Okay, these are one core cluster. As you can see, they are already fluffy. I just added 5-inch balloons to create more dimensions. Okay, the next one is the 2-core cluster. At the beginning of your garland is so thin, not fluffy at all. So you will add clusters after cluster to make an abstract look and fluffier look at the end. Now, these photos are 3-core clusters. As you can see, it has body, it has form, but it is not as fluffy as the 1-core clusters. So that's all. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do by clicking that subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss any of my future videos. Thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye.